is I'm going to come straight in with the chartreuse. I'm just going to reuse these pieces that I took off earlier. All right. I'm just going to wrap this around and make sure I get it on there nice and tight. I'm going to come in with this other piece here. And we're going to go down on the red. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go spin that around, get it locked in. And then we're going to come back with our burnishing tool really quick. We're just going to pack this one yellow thread. And then the same thing on the blue axis. All right, and then down on the red. All right. And then we're going to go down on the blue. You know what I did? I messed up, guys. That's why I get anxious, and that's what I get for reusing thread. Pull that out. Okay, scissors. So that is good. It's this one that I want right here. So what I want to do, and why I'm cutting this off, I'm just going to pack it on first. Okay, so there we go. I mean, pack that down. There we go. So what I want to do, now let me just go ahead and get rid of that thread. Get rid of that thread. So what I need to do is I want to do, so these blues, each of these blues was 3, if you guys remember. So what I want to do is I want to, these chartreuse ones, I want 2. 'cause I think that'll make the chartreuse color a bit more poppy, if you will, a little snappier, a little brighter than just one strand. Ooh, got over that. I don't want to be over it. All right, bam, there we go. Pull that tight. And then I'm going to do that on the blue axis, the same exact thing. Make sure I've got 2 of the chartreuse. Okay, there's 2 of the chartreuse on both the red and the blue axis. I'm going to come in with my burnishing tool on the red. I'm going to pack the chartreuse here. All right, same thing on the blue axis. All right. And then now I'm going to go down after I put some more tape on here. We're going to go down on the blue axis. Okay, go down on the blue axis this time for 2. Excuse me, red axis, that's where we want to go. Red axis for 2. That's 1. Pull that tight. Come back up for 2. All right. Pack the thread on the red axis here. And then same thing on the blue axis. All right. It's the blue axis for one. We got one more. All right, one more for the blue. And what we'll do is we will pack that blue axis. All right, and now we're going to bring in color 316, Color Fast Pro Wrap 316. And we're going to do the same thing for 2 wraps on each axis. Right next to this chartreuse. That's one. And then 2. Again, 2 is just giving us a bit more of that color, right? Than just one strand. Making it a little bit more pronounced. Pull that down. Give me that tape. I'm going to do the same thing on the blue axis. All right. One more time on the blue axis. All right. Cinch that in there. All right, then we're going to come over here. We're just going to pack this reddish color. Again, that was color 316, so we're just packing that thread in. All right. And then we're going to go up here to the top. And we're going to go down twice, both the blue and the red axis. One. Pull that tight. And then 2. All right, that's 2. We'll pull that down. And then we're going to burnish those on the red axis, or pack those, if you will, on the red axis. And I love this horizontal chevron wrap, man. I love how this looks. Of course, it looks more vertical right now, and I think you can start to see some of that three-dimensional look in there. But when you're holding it upright, when the bait net is vertical, the chevron essentially will be horizontal. And I think they look really cool how they start to go around the rod versus down the length of the rod or the bait net again in this case. So this is the first of 2 on the blue axis. That's 1. And then 2. Bingo. All right. Wrap that around. That's the last of the red. Put that away. And we're going to come down on the blue axis, pack those threads. There it is. All right. So I think that looks really good. I think this chartreuse and the 316 red there are a great addition. I'm not done yet, though. I want to keep going a little bit. So let's go ahead and keep that moving right ahead. All right, guys. So now what we're going to do is I think what I want to do, I don't know if I want to add another set of blue or if I just want to go to the gray and black. And that is my dilemma. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go to the gray and black actually. So we're going to come back with 819 Pro Wrap Color Fast, And what I'm going to do is wrap this around. We're going to come down on the red axis. And we're going to do 3 strands of this. Paying particular attention again, not to cross over into any of that red thread. So that is 1. That's 1. I'm going to get rid of that, actually. Thank you. So that's 1. And then we'll do a second one here. All right. And then 1 more for 3. All right. And then so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some gray, silver, and black. Not a lot of more thread wraps moving in this direction. And I'm going to try to balance it out a little bit just to give it a little bit more unique look. But that's 3. And so now I'm just going to pack these gray threads. All right, and then now we're going to do the same thing on the blue axis. All right, get that close to that red thread. All right. Okay. Then we'll cinch that. Come back and do a second, number 2. All right, this is number 2 here. And then one more. Three. All right. That's three. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pack these threads on the blue axis. All right. And then now we're going to go back down on the red. All right. That's one. Let me go ahead and put some new tape down here. All right, so we've got one down. We'll follow up now with two on the red axis. Okay, that's two. And then one more here on the red. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll pack these. And then now we're going to come down on the blue axis. All right, there's one. There's two. Okay. And we want one more now. And there's three. All right, and I think that was a good choice. Although I think blue would have looked good as well. Another 3 wraps of blue would have looked good. I think that I like the decision with the gray. I think that really looks good there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the thread on the blue axis. All right. And then now what I want to do is I'm going to come back with some silver, the Pro Wrap Metallic Silver. I'm going to do one wrap of this silver behind this gray. And I'm just kind of repeating that theme we did in the very beginning, really. I'm just going to do one wrap. I'll pull that down, and actually I'm going to grab a little more tape here. Just for that end. And so I'm going to do another one on the blue axis. All right, so that's two there. Or excuse me, one on both the red and the blue axis. I'm just going to pack that silver. That one strand of silver on the red, now on the blue. Okay, and then now we're going to come down, run one strand of silver on the red axis. Right there. Okay, come down to the end, tie that off. And then one more strand of metallic silver down the blue axis. All right. And now we'll tie this one off. And then we're going to burnish or pack those threads on both the red and then the blue axis. I'm doing the red one first. And then the blue one. And again, man, when you guys are doing these wraps or wraps like where I'm going down and back, like I'm going down and then wrapping back, wrapping down and then wrapping back, where I'm doing 3 threads, then 3, and then back 3, back 3. I'm telling you, I find it to be very useful to pack often when you're doing that technique. That just helps you keep a good tight pattern. Now I'm going back to the Pro Wrap Nylon 862. So everything else was color fast. Going back with the black Pro Wrap Nylon 862. And I prefer the black nylon over the black NCP thread or color fast thread. I just like it better. I think it looks better when the finish is on it than an NCP black thread, or at least for the Pro Wrap version of that thread. So that's why I like to stick with the nylon. Plus, I'm going to overwrap and tie things off with this nylon. So that is why I'm using that when I lock this wrap down. So now we're just going to wrap down, paying very particular attention to not cross over that silver thread. All right. Oop, right there, it crossed over. All right, got that down there. That's one. And then come back down here. We'll go 2. And by doing this with the black thread, that should basically border in everything we've done. So everything, when I'm done with this black thread, should have a black border around it. That is the goal here. All right. So that's 2. And we'll come back up here for 3. All right. Just try to make sure I'm laying this down right next to those other 2 wraps. And then we'll come in here. All right. And just use our burnishing tool to pack those black threads in. All right. Now we're going to come back up. Now we're going to go down the blue axis for 3 wraps. Again, being careful not to cross over that silver wrap. And then let me know what you guys think so far as you're kind of see this come to life here. Let me know what you think down in the comments block. I really like to hear your thoughts on it. And then if you haven't done so already, and you find the video useful or just downright entertaining, please hit the like button, man. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know that that you enjoy the content that I'm creating. And if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. You know, your input is valuable, whether it's positive. Well, I want to say positive or negative. Whether you know it's a thumbs up or it's thumbs down, it's still feedback on it, and it just helps me, you know, make the content that you guys want to see. So that is the first on the blue axis. I'm going to do the second wrap on the blue axis. All right. And then one more wrap on the blue axis. All right. All right. So that's it on the blue axis. I'm going to come back with the burnishing tool. Pack those black threads. All right. And then now we're going to start at the top this time, and we're going to wrap down 3 wraps on the red axis. Oop, went over that silver a little bit. Make sure I come back over. All right. That's one. This is two. That's two. And then one more for a three on the red. Okay. That's three. Let's cut that. And let's pack that thread on the red axis. All right. And then now we're going to, same thing, this time on the blue axis for 3 wraps. Make sure we don't cross over that silver thread. Two. Three. All right. And we're going to cinch that down. And then we're going to take our burnishing tool and pack those threads on the blue axis. All right. And that's it, man. That is it. And I think I'm going to stop there because I want the silver to come through like we have right here. And I think that's enough blue. I think that chartreuse and the red just give it, a bit of a pop, if you will, just enough accent. And I think it's come out really well. And, it is a horizontal chevron, like I talked about. That's, why I wrapped it that way, right? So it wraps, horizontally on this rod, and it just looks really awesome when you hold it vertically and you look at that wrap that you have there. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments block. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your support to the channel. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you very much. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. Leave them down in the comments block. I'll make sure I answer them. And make sure you guys watch this next video here, man. Until next time, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Talk to you guys later. Bye.